In a surprising twist that has everyone buzzing, Meghan Markle has just unveiled her new podcast, Confessions of a Female Founder, and she's ditched all royal titles in the process. Yes, you heard that right. She introduced herself as simply Meghan. Gone are the days of Meghan Markle or even the Duchess of Sussex. Now, it's just plain old Meghan. This shift isn't a fleeting moment. It extends throughout the entire promotional run, where her name appears without any royal embellishments. No titles, no surefire associations, just a first name. Now, let's talk about the implications here. If you recall, just a few weeks ago in her Netflix docuseries, Meghan made it a point to correct Mindy Kaling for calling her Meghan Markle. She insisted on being identified as Sussex, making a big deal about how much that name means to her and her family. It was dramatic, a heartfelt diatribe that portrayed the Sussex name as integral to her identity. Fast forward to her podcast launch, and suddenly the royal connection has seemingly been discarded. What gives? In a world where branding is everything, this stark contrast raises eyebrows. Could it be that Meghan's SEO experts finally handed down the verdict that Sussex isn't exactly the best sell for the entrepreneurial brand she's trying to build? Let's be honest, it's hard to market empowerment candles or coaching services when you're clinging onto a title that carries baggage. This isn't about reinvention. It's about what some might call re-randomization. 1 minute, she's correcting people on her title, and the next, she's casting it aside like yesterday's news. It's a bit chaotic, like throwing spaghetti at the wall to see what sticks, but that chaos is part of the strategy she's selling. But here's the twist. You can bet this identity shift is gnawing at Meghan. The Duchess title brought a flair of control and stardom. It elevated her status, making her feel like the protagonist of her own romantic drama. With this new, stripped-down identity, she's setting her royal title aside, likely next to that Spotify award that is yet to surface. What we're witnessing with Meghan is less of a cohesive brand and more of an erratic dartboard approach. Every public statement feels like a reset, an attempt to script a narrative that keeps evolving, or perhaps devolving. She's hustling for authenticity, but the constant state of rebranding begs a question. Does she truly have a master plan, or is she just as confused as the rest of us? Viewers and listeners are left scratching their heads trying to decipher the path Meghan is paving. While there's strength in moving away from royal expectations, each new endeavor feels heavily laden with underlying uncertainty. Foot-in-mouth moments and rapid-fire changes create an unsettling aura of desperation, even if it's cloaked in empowerment jargon. It's fascinating and slightly perplexing to watch someone so keenly aware of their public persona dance around who they really are. Without the title, who is she? Just Meghan? Or is there more lurking beneath the surface? The raw honesty is refreshing, but can it hold up against the backdrop of a previous life? The digital age demands authenticity, but Meghan's podcast could either cement or erode her standing. Viewers want to connect with real experiences, yet authentic might just become an all-too elusive target for someone still untangling their past. So what's next for Meghan? Only time will tell. Her journey is an experiment in real time, and we're all part of this social experiment. With her fresh podcast venture, she has the potential to craft a narrative that resonates or falters. Ultimately, let's face it, this is a ride that definitely keeps us on our toes, whether we're rooting for her or simply intrigued by the drama. So what do you think? Is Meghan ready to carve a new path for herself devoid of royal connotations, or is this just another chapter in her ongoing saga? Only time will tell, but one thing's for sure, the world will be watching closely.